Hello, friends.
Hello.
Hey, howdy, hi. What is going on?
Hey, Mima. Hey, Al.
Top of the morning, friends. I texted Wendy and I was like, I'm gonna be a minute. I need a sock.
See, couldn't be me. Like, I hate socks. I hate shoes. I don't like slippers. Even my parents are like, "Do you want some slippers? It's cold." Like, it's 11 degrees outside right now.
Oh
And
no.
I was like, no, like, my feet get too hot and sweaty. I just can't.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like my feet to be cold. That's one of the my things is like I normally I'm good with no socks and shoes. I mean, it's Texas is kind of like medium level state where it's like it's usually warm.
Yeah.
And I don't ever wear socks unless it's cold outside, and I mean, it's not Connecticut cold, it's 47 here, which is cold for us, so
What's wild is I'm gonna go to the Christmas lights tonight at the amusement park. So
yeah, yeah. No,
I'm just gonna
no.
bundle up.
Yeah, like, I've realized the older I get, the less I like the cold,
Oh, I
and
hate it.
I'm just like, no, thanks. I'll pass. Can I sit in the car? Can I have a heated seat? Can I have a blanket?" Like, these are all the comfort level things. It's like, if
We
any of
do
those
have
are
drive-through Christmas lights.
okay, that's cool. We
Yeah,
have there's one place around here that does that, but
we have quite a few. So if you're, we usually grab hot chocolate and go through them. Some of them,
Mm.
like you turn the radio to a certain
Oh,
station
yeah,
and
yeah,
they have
yeah.
the Christmas music going and everything.
That's
But
cool.
um, I took my friend the other night to see one of the displays, but I want it's called Lake Compounds and they have the biggest Christmas tree in Connecticut. So I just need
Mhm.
like that little piece of magic because this year has
Yeah,
been shit. So
yeah, yes. Um, okay, I'll introduce myself, then I'm gonna do a little bit of kind of behind the scenes to get ready. This is super informal too, if you're here. Hi, hey, I'm Jen, Mrs. Pico Speaks. I'm an MLM dropout. I was in Sensi for 8 years. I was in the top 2%, and then I decided that leadership wasn't for me and MLMs just weren't for me anymore. So, decided to leave. Now I am here talking about MLMs. I am also a wife and a mom. I'm a full-time student. I'm neurodivergent. I'm quirky. I am who I am, and I just like to come on and talk to my friends and the live chat about MLMs. Bomb Party is my favorite. I've spent a lot of time watching Bomb Party. I spent a lot of time watching Bomb Party.
both
So
of us guilty.
we do. We
Super
spend
guilty.
very much so. So we spend a lot of time watching BP. We kind of know the ins and outs. We've never been reps ourselves, but the amount of BP we have watched is a lot. We could probably be better reps than some reps, in my opinion, because all the information that we know. If you have questions, feel free. There are no questions that we won't answer about BP. We know a lot, and the jewelry is, in my opinion, awful. So we get to snark on ugly jewelry and hang out with. I get to and hang out with my friends. So that's a little bit about me. I'm going to pass it over to Wendy. I always get it backwards. And I'll let her introduce herself, and then I'm gonna pull up some pictures of some awful rings that we've seen this week.
Oh, I can't wait for this. Like I'm going in without seeing what she has in store. So hey everyone, I'm Wendy. I am not an MLM dropout. I've actually never been in an MLM. So why am I interested in them? It's because I've been in sales for over 14 years and I find it fascinating the differences between multi-level marketing tactics and traditional sales techniques. So I just moved back to Connecticut, so big life change for me. In the job market right now, but I have a few leads, so fingers crossed. I should have like some more info this week. Um, and it is really funny. I have a mini poodle. His name is Jax. You might see him once in a while. And he fell in love with my mom, like just absolutely loves her. I was telling Jen that he like power launched himself from the floor to her chest, and it was just the sweetest thing. So I'm really happy. Like this is going a little bit better than I had planned. So yeah, a little bit about me.
So let's kind of recap what's happened this past week because as we get closer and closer to the end of the year, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. There are in BP news, there's a ton of collections that we've seen in the past month. This week was interesting because I say we, like we're all part of BP and it's part of my MLM days. So I apologize for the wording that I use sometimes. But um so last week the January birthday collection launched. So the collections launch typically a month before the actual month because they want people to wear the jewelry. So we saw a lot of people getting their January jewelry in. A huge player this week that was totally unexpected that was live a lot was Mother Mary. I was like my
Yeah.
mind was blown how like she was one day, it was like the whole day. Like from
Yeah.
super early because she gets on at like 6 or 8 o'clock. I think it's like 6 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah.
And she was live a good like 14 hours.
She was on for 15 and a half, she said.
Wild.
Yeah.
Like, and she's the kind, and I have to say, as problematic as she has been, and some of this, like, she's
Still
an easy
continues to
watch.
be.
Yes, she's an easy watch for me. And I don't know. Like, I guess it's because she's not one of those people. If you watch BP, a lot of reps play music super loud. And then they're compensating and they're yelling over the music so that people can hear what they're saying. And it's like, just turn your music down and
Right.
then we won't have that you won't have that problem. And she doesn't like okay, I have to say I have religious trauma from my past, and so I'm not averse to religion. I feel like everybody should believe what they believe in. You have the right to have your own beliefs. As long as you don't push your beliefs on me, that's fine. We can coexist. But I don't know why I'm so fascinated by her because it's so much like and it's not just a religious talk, it's conspiracy theory talk. It's she can be
Mhm.
all over the place sometimes, and it's so fascinating to me, and I don't totally understand why.
Yeah. Um, she just like drew me in because like, well, first Vapegate, obviously. That was just perfect.
Yes.
Um, but I feel like she's like that spicy grandma in a way, you
Yeah.
know? And it's like she doesn't care what you think. She's going to say what her beliefs and stay true to them, you know?
Mhm.
So like I don't agree with her beliefs, you know, on a lot of aspects, but I can at least like admire that she's like not faltering, like this is who I
Mhm.
am, you know.
Mhm. And if you weren't, let me see if I can find Vapegate because if you're new here and you haven't seen it, let me find it.
Oh, this is a perfect Sunday morning. Um it's funny cuz so I vape, like I'm not judging Mother Mary for vaping, right? Okay. Um but the vape I have right now is called Lost Mary.
Yes.
And I didn't realize it until like I just popped on stream. So it was really funny. But oh, Vapegate was just perfect.
So, if you don't know, what happened with Vapegate is yes, Sable, you're right. She isn't all over the place.
Yeah.
She's pretty, like, and she is to me, she's one of those people who's, like, pretty consistent. Her emotions kind of she gets kind of, angry and all that stuff, but She is consistent with how she opens the jewelry. It's like her pace is consistent. She doesn't really do the Kaylin speed through everything and it's a whirlwind and then you look up and it's done. There was a situation though, I don't know if you saw this yesterday. Lisa was telling me about this, and this is something new that I haven't seen happen with reps. But so a customer had ordered through from Mary, and the customer said, "Oh, well, I have to go do something, whatever," right? And a troll copied the customer's profile and everything. I'm talking profile picture, all this stuff. And then when Mary got to that person in the lineup, the troll said, "Oh, that's me," and somehow provided all the right information. Mary did the whole reveal. And the reason this customer, and this is information I'm getting from Lisa the cat mom, because we were kind of having this conversation and I didn't see this event, but and thanks Lisa for telling me about this because it's great. Not great, but I want to talk about it. And so the original reason the customer placed the order was for a specific ring. So reps have been doing a lot of giveaways, and this customer wanted a specific ring on the ring board. Well, what happened was the troll got everything opened and kind of ruined the reveal, and the customer wasn't there at all. So they didn't see any of the reveal. They didn't get to pick the jewelry that they wanted. It was a whole deal. And at the very end, the troll was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not the real customer," and told her. So
That's wild.
I don't know how that situation is gonna be rectified or what's gonna happen. I'm sure from what I've seen of Mary, she takes care of her customers extremely well, and so
Mhm.
she'll do something, I'm sure, in my opinion, to make it right. But the fact that, the trolls are starting to escalate, and to me, that's, that's not cool. Like,
No.
you're taking an experience away from a person. Do we like BP? Do we like the business? Do we like the business practices? Absolutely not.
Mm.
But when a customer and somebody pays for something and then a troll comes in and, like, takes that away, that is I I don't know, I have a big problem with that.
Yeah, that's a huge, like, line to cross because, like, you know, it's one thing for us to go into their lives and just sit back and watch,
Mhm,
we're not disturbing the peace, you know, a lot of them are like, "It's cool, just watch," whatever.
mhm,
But when you start interacting with them, like, start talking to them and stuff, that's kind of like a gray area,
mhm,
but don't ever mess with somebody's order, like, at the end of the day, like, that's somebody's hard-earned money that they spent. Yeah, you know, it's with an MLM, but who are we to say where we spend our money, you know?
right.
So, it's it's just wild. Don't do that, people.
Yeah, and we say, don't engage with reps, and
Mm,
if you for some reason do engage with the rep, don't be an asshole. Like, just be, these,
yeah,
and that's kind of the stance that we take is these are people too. These are, at the end of the day, they're humans, they have feelings and emotions, so don't go and seek them out. And, our live chats are great about not doing that, and we do watch respectfully, and if you watch long enough, you'll see that the trolls do go in and they are, obnoxious, and that's just a place we don't wanna go. Like, I don't like that. It's if you're gonna be a silent watcher, be a silent watcher,
yeah.
and creep from in the back. That's what I say. Like, I'll creep from the back, but just don't go like, that's we don't do that.
The most I've done is, like, before January came out, I was like, "When are you expecting January to come in?" That way, I was a little more prepared with getting screenshots and stuff. But it's a polite, "Hey, love, when are you expecting January in?" And I always change my profile, like, every month or so anyway, so,
Mm.
you know. But I've never gotten past, like, "When are you getting this collection in?"
Mhm. And, I look at it too, like, I don't wanna sit here and trash a rep, in my opinion, that's what I would call it, by like trashing a rep or talking bad about them. We talk about the experience, we talk about MLMs, we talk about, BP as a whole and a company, and we try to stay away from um, attacking them as a person.
Mhm.
We compliment them a lot too. Like,
Yeah.
we aren't afraid to talk positively about a rep if they have nice hair or nice makeup or whatever. So just a kind of a holistic picture of how we look at things. It's not just you know, anti MLM with our pitchforks.
Right.
But we try to treat people like humans too. So
Yeah.
and it's all in fun, and it's fun for us, maybe not so much for them, but we're also, just kind of side note, I have trolled myself, and like I've reacted to my Scentsy videos, so I'm not afraid to talk trash about myself and roast me too. So just know that. Yeah,
Mhm.
I always want to make sure people know.
Right.
Okay, let's watch the Mother Mary video, the
Yes.
original Vapegate video. Okay, let's make sure everybody let's turn the sound on.
There you go, Miss Hazel. Perfect. Okay, so you want the pink? All right, you want the pink band. Where did I put it? There. So let me just get this straight. You have one more. No, I wasn't vaping. I'm on my computer. My computer is off screen, guys. Thank you, Miss Daisy.
I will say she gets less frustrated now by the trolls
Yeah.
than, you know, than in the past. Let me see. Hold on.
And
Casosity's
compared, like, this wasn't even that bad of a troll, if even one, you
mhm.
know?
Casosity said, I got distracted. Do we know it was an anti MLM person? No. So I don't think, if you, I'm going to preface this by saying Reddit can be a cesspool, but
Yep.
there's a huge anti BP page, which is the page I'm on right now. And I think it was someone from there. They're not all anti MLM. They don't like BP reps. It's an anti BP page is what it is. And a lot of
Yeah.
times those are the people that go in and can cause problems. It's not always, but I firmly don't believe it was an anti MLM person.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Al said, ultimately, the people who are selling the MLM products are the victims of the scam. Only a very few at the top are doing the scam. So correct. And the ones at the top are making the money. It's usually the smaller level. I say this, the people closer to the bottom, they are just trying to make money, not run
Yeah.
the thing.
Cal said a lot of people lean out of their streams to smoke, drink, or vape, so it could be just anyone genuinely wondering.
Mhm.
Yeah, I literally saw Sunny D think that she was out of frame but wasn't, and then catch herself. Um, and hey, do what you gotta do. Sometimes I do what I gotta do, but just own up to it. Like it's okay. Like you're an
Mhm.
adult. It's fine. We're not
Right.
judging.
Right. If you're grown and you're making your own choices and you're doing your own thing and you're doing it safely, like there's no judgment. But a
Mhm,
lot of these reps vape, which is fine, like
mhm,
no shade, but they're doing it off camera and you can hear it. Like you can hear the inhale of the vape, or you can
yeah.
hear them like sucking into the vape, and it's like, okay, just say you're vaping. It's
Mhm.
okay.
Yes, I'll be more than glad to do that, love. What? Why would you make an assumption that I was off screen vaping? If you were here all the time, then you would know what I do. You don't need to be rude. Y'all, y'all
Pause
make
for a
me want
second.
to.
Yep.
I had this thought last night because I was watching Wolfie yesterday, and when he takes his board and dumps in the fizz, you can see the underside, and it is stained. Like, and he's not the
Oh.
only person who has a stained board like that. So if it's staining the board, what is it doing when you're breathing that in for hours a day? You
Yeah.
know, Mother Mary was live for 15 and a half hours. You got people like Jules who have
Oh
been
my
live for over
gosh.
30 hours, you know, and this is a normal occurrence. So it
Mm.
really makes me wonder what this is going to do to your health at some point.
And we're starting to see these people go on for, and yeah, some people have been going for, hours and hours, but to me, in my opinion, I'm starting to see a lot of people going live 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours.
Mhm.
Specifically, Mother Mary, who wasn't doing that, she had a very set schedule of in the morning and in the afternoons. And now we're seeing people going live for a lot longer. The question I have is, what's the motivation behind that? Is it because the business is not doing as well? We've heard from other reps that this year has been a lot slower and the collections have been less desired by the customers. We see that from all the collections that reps have behind them when you're sitting and watching their videos. Stacks and stacks and stacks of stacks,
Yeah, literally.
literally stacks. And you know, what why are they sitting on all this inventory? It's not moving as fast as they had, I'm guessing, in the past, and now it's kind of, we're seeing it slowly trickle and, trickle off. And the next question I have is, I don't know what's going to happen with TikTok, and that's what everybody on TikTok is kind of the elephant in the room of what's going to happen. And you see these reps who have thousands of dollars of inventory, thousands, and $1,000 of inventory is not that much. It could be, what did we say, like a sleeve is 100, so 10 sleeves of rings. That's not a lot in the grand scheme of things when you look at some of these bigger reps who have shelves and shelves behind them of inventory.
Sunny D, like, she has so much inventory. It's awful. And she's the one who's like really shutting down people asking where is she going if TikTok goes down. Like, she's been like aggressive about it. So there's some kind of cognitive dissonance going on there.
Mhm. And yes, Callie is right. They did have less fun themed collections this year. I
Mhm.
don't, and I think that really hurt their business because a lot of people like those charms, and specifically I'm going to talk about like the stacks, because that's the biggest thing for me that kind of stands out, is that they didn't sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze.
You're good.
um they didn't do some of those, and they did a lot less of them, and I don't know if that was, ooh, excuse me,
Bless you.
if that was in hopes that people would buy more or just to appeal to a different, audience and customer base. I don't know.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you. Pollen is so bad here today. Well, it's been winter pollen is like my highest allergen. So y'all are gonna buckle in, folks. We're in for the next couple months.
I take a crazy day.
Side note, I don't know what a crazy day is. I don't know what that is.
I would love to take a crazy day. Like, are you kidding me? Sorry, boss, I can't come in. I'm crazy today.
Yep, it's a crazy day.
Yep.
Can someone do me a favor? Gina.
Oh.
Thank you.
So a lot of times reps will, if you don't watch TikToks, they'll try not, I guess it affects their algorithm when they boot people and do all kinds of stuff to them. So, but some reps have mods and they're on top of it, and they want the comments out. They don't want their customers to see it. So
Mhm.
Y'all want to see what I'm doing off screen? Here, you can watch me. Okay. Y'all want
Did you catch it? Did you blink?
to see what I'm doing off screen? Here, you can watch me. Okay.
that's a vape.
Yep.
That's a vape.
It gets better.
That's a vape.
Mhm.
whoever put this video together did a great job.
Okay.
They need an Oscar.
They did a great job. So that's that's the vape video. We jokingly call it the vape villa now because she had a building built for her. She calls it the Sparkle Shack. We call it the vape villa. It's her own little space.
Hmm.
Hold on. Okay. Let's talk about some in my opinion ugly jewelry.
Oh, if
that
we're
we've
getting into
seen this.
January, I'm gonna get heated.
I don't have okay, so I have January, but I want to show y'all the art of being unbothered. Yes. And
Hmm.
you can see like when somebody puts in a comment that may not sit well with her, you can like see her facial expressions kind of change. And a lot of times she just ignores people, which to me, I'm like, more power to you if you
Hmm.
want to just ignore people. Let me go back and read some comments. Yes. Cal said that the staining on the boards has me worried all the time I see it. Yeah.
Hmm.
They're breathing this stuff in. We don't know exactly what's in these cubes. We're just guessing. And you see them like the plume of whatever just coming up, and it doesn't look safe. It doesn't look safe to me. It doesn't look We've talked about how unsafe it is. They get the cough. It's a reoccurring cough that they get. They talk about allergies. Some reps have even started not. I know Disney Mom doesn't fizz in front of her. She fizzes like off to the you can still see it. So like back where my hand would be where the fizz is. So people can still see their jewelry being fizzed. It's just not in her face to get to so her for her to breathe that stuff in. My question is, why wouldn't you just put a lid on it? Like I've seen a lot of reps who to me, I'd put the lid on it because if it's going into the air, I've also heard reps say it puts like a film of or like a cake of stuff on their laptops that are sitting right there, and
Hmm.
their laptops get crusty from the residue and the stuff that gets on them and then dries. Like, what is that?
Well, here's the thing too. If it's piling up on like people's laptops and their desks and all of that, and you're not supposed to dump this water down the drain because it clumps up, it piles up, like it's like wet sand. How much of that is gonna be like caked into your lungs too? Like
Mhm.
if it's getting airborne like that and creating a film on your walls, I'm sure it's creating a film in your lungs somewhere.
Mhm. It's gotta be, like and we see it the buildup, and it's, like you're talking about the discoloration and stuff on the boards and the staining, and it like, what is let's look at the long term here. We don't have anything to look at long term because this is an MLM that hasn't existed for very long. And we don't have that to see the long term effects of it, but it is scary. And yes, or the people with their children in the room, with pets, like I I just have a lot of questions of what is this stuff and what is it doing? You know, a lot of people have allergies and things like that, and I guess it takes away from the experience of seeing their stuff being fizzed, but I I don't know. I it makes to me, the experience is what you pay for. That's my opinion. You're not paying for the jewelry because the jewelry is not we know the MSRP is made up, right? They're paying for the experience. But like, what seeing something fizz? Okay. And then I was watching Mother Mary the other day, she said, "You're not supposed to use boiling water on this stuff. It's too hot. It will melt the bags, y'all. It
Oh
will
yeah.
melt the clear plastic bags." Um, and she's like, "You're not supposed to use boiling water."
Hmm.
And these reps have their kettles and they're just you can hear or they'll
Yeah.
have a hot plate with their, pot on it and it's just boiling, you can just hear it. And as they add more fizz to it, it gets thicker, the consistency of the water is thicker, and it's like
Hmm.
it's bubbling and it's gross to me.
Oh, have you ever seen how gross Kato Driscoll's gets? Because she uses a crock pot. So she doesn't change that bitch
Mm,
the entire time.
mm-mm. You know, and like to your point, what is these people are pouring it down the drain, or they're
Mhm.
pouring, some people don't, they're pouring it like the sludge from the bottom, because it all kind of like sinks to the bottom. They'll
Mhm.
like, heard reps say they wait till that cools and then they pop that out and then they throw it away. But I'm like, that's
Mhm.
still a ton of work just for something that's A, just going to be thrown away. And the amount of waste that comes with BP as a whole,
Oh, yeah.
like it's waste. The product has a lot of product packaging and waste. And then the overconsumption that people do where they're buying 20, 30 rings at a time, and like, and what Al
Mhm.
said, don't just dump crap down your drain. Like
No.
that's not the answer. And especially if you're in a septic system. And some of these reps just don't care. They're like, "Oh, just go dump it." Like, and if they're not dumping it down the drain, they're dumping it outside. Well, what are you doing if you're dumping it outside? It's a garbage product wrapped in 7 layers of garbage.
Yeah, seriously.
Mhm. So, I'm gonna show you a couple things that are not January. These popped up. These are brand new BP rings. These are new news in the world of BP, if you don't know what the lingo is. A new is something that is extremely new. New original collections or OGs come out on the 1st of the month, and so people always wanna have the newest, most recent, unless they want vintage, which is like 3 years old in BP world. So,
Yeah, you can't have something that's like 2 weeks old, but you can have something that's 3 years old.
mhm,
That
of course.
that's BP math.
Yep. Alright, so here's one ring that
Oh,
was
yes.
opened the other day, and this is an ice crystal. You can see from the actual stone itself, if you can see my little icon, my little mouse mover, it's so, it's like it has that like crackle appearance of crackle glass. And to me, I didn't get a really good like total front with both of the stones, but the stones don't, and the on the sides don't look straight to me. The one on the right side especially doesn't look straight. It looks like it's kind of tilted to
Yeah,
an
it definitely
angle.
looks crooked compared to
Mm.
the left one.
So this is a new. This came in the original collection, the OG collection, and it's a white ice crystal, which is apparently highly coveted by BP collectors. Which, let me just say, BP collectors are a whole their own category. I'll say it like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of the bands on these that are thin are not straight, or the stones aren't set straight. I've seen bands that have been look like they've been run over by a truck, and then the reps show it, and it's like, "Well, you could just bend it back." I'm sorry, what?
No.
If I like, I get that it's costume jewelry, I call it cruise jewelry, but, like, you're still paying for a product. And if you don't know, you don't get to there is no return policy. If you get multiples of the same ring with the same stone and the same metal, you can't return it. But if you get 3 of the same, you get to keep 2 of the match, and then they open 1 new one for you. So 2 is good enough, but 3 is the where they draw the line of, "Oh, you've had 3 exact same rings."
Mhm.
And they try to say it doesn't happen all the time. I see dupes all the time.
Mhm.
All the
Especially when you're buying 15, 20 rings at a time,
Mhm.
your chances of getting a dupe are pretty high at that point. I was watching Sunny D last night and this morning because she didn't go to bed. And
She was still on this morning?
yeah, I was up at 7 and she was still on. And most of her customers bought 10 plus rings. So,
That's That's
Yeah.
wild. That's wild. I know she offers coupon codes, but
Yeah.
Al says it's kind of weird that people are doing this bubbling thing for bomb rings. I don't, and like, to me, if you would have said this is coming, like, I would have said no way. There's no way that we're going to see an MLM of, you know, fizzed jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Somebody actually asked a rep. I don't remember who it was. I think it might have been Kaylin. But somebody asked the rep, like, if I get it unrevealed, can I use it as a bath bomb? And she was like, no, please don't. It's going to really dry your skin.
It's going to do more than that. Like, mm-mm. I think I made a joke to Lisa that there was something awful. And I think I made the joke, I'd rather take a bath with BP ring bombs than do that. Like,
Right.
that's like a desperation move, though. And do not, that is a joke. Please don't do that. Do not
No.
use, if you don't purchase ring bomb, first of all. But yes, like Cassosity said, do not let it touch you. Don't let it touch you.
No.
And like Mother Mary too, let me kind of give you a little bit of background on her. So she used to own her own nail business. That's what she did before. I learned all this stuff from listening to her Friday or Thursday. So she used to do her own nails, but she's also super picky too about her hands. She does not like fizz on her hands. She's constantly cleaning her hands. But think about how dry your skin must be. Like, water by itself dries like just like washing your hands, but this is like extra drying. So imagine the like in and out of water and bath bombs and touching like how uncomfortable like your fingers would be. Yes, and Amy said, I think it's so wild that their bath bombs are 100% not bath bombs.
Yep.
Yes.
And yeah, Cassosities, it's fragrant jewels. And I've actually bought from them before. Like, I wanted to see what it was about. And I did like it, it was cool. But yeah, it was same like costume jewelry kind of thing, But you actually could take a bath with them. Like, they were legit bath bombs. And I would say the bath bombs were like Lush quality. Like, they were good bath bombs.
Okay. I'm sorry. I have not prepared, but I'm glad y'all are here with me on the journey, because some of this stuff is okay.
Al, speaking of dyes, apparently January bath bombs are staining people's fingers. Cheers.
Yes. I don't know what they are. I thought we found out once, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember. Okay, we're gonna do a January necklace. Because this one is
Whew.
Okay. Prepare yourselves now. Okay. Da, 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 da. This is a whole situation. And we're just going to start and kind of, first of all, this chain. Okay, hold on. Let me see the comments. Yes. So Heather said first there were ones that stunk November, and now there are staining hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Al, they release a month ahead so that you have the entire month to wear the piece.
Yeah.
So in January, they'll release February.
And there are opportunities for reps to pre-order like 6 months in advance. They don't see the collection. They don't know anything about it. Sometimes they'll use multiple stones in a birthday collection. Last December, they used turquoise and tanzanite, maybe? I don't remember. There was
so.
2 stones for last December of 23. So sometimes they just pick a stone. It's not necessarily the like, February is amethyst, March is aquamarine. They kind of look at the other stones that that are also associated with that birthday month. Hey, Andy's Web. Howdy, hey, how you doing?
Hope you're
So
feeling better.
this is a
Okay, this
go
looks
ahead.
like if the Count from Sesame Street were like, you know what? I'm gonna be best friends with Flavor Flav, and we're gonna start doing a video together. Like, that's the only explanation for this piece.
But the thing is, people search out these pieces, and part of it,
Yeah.
yes, as
I
us as
will say one point, at least it's red.
the top looks more red to me than the bottom.
Oh, definitely. It's not the right red, but at least it's red. We can't say the same for half of them.
No. And
Oh,
and
yeah, antibiotics taste awful.
and at least all the stones are there. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
point that we're at.
See, we're not 100% mean.
This okay. Let me find again. Not prepared. So that's one. Not everything I have is going to be January, but there's some doozies.
Mhm.
Okay. Share. Okay. This is not a January, but this is another one that showed up this weekend.
It's just why?
The moonstones and the onyx. A lot of people have asked, customers have asked for a black and white collection, but I don't think this is what they're looking for.
No.
Thanks, Heather. The ring cones. So the ring cones are made by other people.
Mhm.
Some reps, I think they get one ring cone, right? They get a ring cone do they get a ring cone in the starter their starter kit? I can't remember.
They do, but it's like this
Okay.
big.
So
So,
everybody starts with one in their box, but a lot of
mhm.
these are 3D printed.
Yeah.
They found people who 3D print them like I think it's like one rep had them made and then they like share them out. Wolfie had his made, Wolf Den Bling, had his made and had them printed backwards at the bottom because I think it says Wolf Den on the bottom of his. He had
Yeah.
them printed backwards because he doesn't flip his camera.
And then a month later, he started flipping his camera, and now
And then
those
it
ring
was back
cones are
and then the ring cones are backwards. Yeah. So
yeah,
a
so
lot
now
of
he doesn't show that side anymore.
yes. I've also seen ring cones that look like for I can't think of anything else better to describe them, but a unicorn horn. So they're kind of like
I've seen
this
that, yeah.
spirally like look to them. Some have I think Mary also has ring cones that she has look like a salt shaker because people get
Yep.
salty. And so it's like it's a white ring cone with it looks like a silver lid on it. Different ones have different colors. Some have like fancy setups where they have like 5 ring cones and this little display thing where they can show 5 rings at a time. It
Kaylin has a red one with a little white bow, like the little white poof for Santa.
Yeah.
And it's adorable, but you can't see the jewelry on it.
Mm-mm. No, and some of the times it's they I could see having different colors. Like I could see having a black ring cone and a white ring cone just for stones that may or may not
Mhm.
show up. But
Yeah.
some of the times the reps will have these cones that are colored and it's like you can't see what are you showing off?
Mhm.
What are you showing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ring cones are part of the branding.
Mhm.
It's just yeah. So, all right, we've seen this one. Wendy sent me this one. Let me close this out. This morning. Was it this morning, yesterday?
Probably last night.
Time is but yeah, so Wendy sent me this one. Was on Sunny D. This is a
Oh, yeah,
unicorn.
this morning.
So I'm gonna let you talk about what a unicorn is. While
Yeah,
I pull
so
some of the
a
pictures.
unicorn is one out of like a certain number. So it's like a collector series, right? So for this one, it was one out of 100 made. So only 100 people are going to get this masterpiece. Oh man, I really missed out there. But usually they're on 0.925 solid sterling silver instead of like rhodium or hematite, for example. And they have a higher market value according to BP.
A higher. Oh, is it
This was just
though?
like
I don't. Cassosity said it looks like
very
fairy poop.
yeah. It's just,
Mhm.
hey, we have a bunch of random stones. Two of them happen to match, but oh man, it's just yeah.
It's not good, in my opinion. Not good. And I don't know. Looks like a cluster of cystic acne. You're not
It
wrong.
does. Oh, especially that like milky pink one.
What is that even? I don't even know what that is.
Oh,
Like,
I forgot to send you this masterpiece.
too many windows open, like my brain. Okay, the other thing we've been seeing too is what's called a go-go unicorn. Those are
Yes.
not unicorns like the unicorn that Wendy just explained. They are that's the name of them, is a unicorn,
Mhm.
a go-go unicorn.
Yep.
And since you asked, Al, I want to show you this. Since we just talked about ring cones. And I took this picture because Mary uses a filter and her filter was
It's a
filtering. You can
ring.
see
It's cricket.
it's because of her filter. Her filter's pulling in that one part
Yep.
of it. And so it looks like yes,
Yes.
that is what started this whole thing with BP. So I don't know if it was Tori, it might have been Tori or someone who got DC a Pretty Princess game.
Mhm.
And then it became this whole thing, and then we started going down the rabbit hole of BP. So that's actually what kind of started the like BP thing for us, DC and me and Wendy, is because of the game. I can't remember who I can't remember the origin. I I don't know why I want to think it was Tori, but I can't remember. Tori, correct me if I'm wrong. So these are what ring cones look like. You can have obviously Mary's salt shaker with the silver top, and then the Christmas one, the Christmas ring cone. Let's go here. Oh, I think this is a sister ring to the other unicorn that we just saw.
Oh, let me know if you got the one I sent you. Oh, yep.
Let me see. Now it's gonna bug me. Who is the one who is the person? Oh my god. What is that?
I'm so sorry I didn't send that to you earlier.
Okay. Let me hold please. Where did I save that to?
Yeah, that looks just like the other unicorn. And Sunny D gets a lot of unicorns. Like she got 3 that this past night. But she is like super mad right now because she's literally counting how long it's been since she's gotten a diamond. And she's like, we're 3 days away from it being 3.5 months.
Like, okay. All right, let me see what Tori said.
Mhm.
The blue, you're right, Amy. The blue is less terrible. It doesn't look
At least
so
it's all in the same family, you know?
yes. Oh, okay. So Tori said I did not get her the game, but it was 110%. Me that said something to the effect of pretty princess called and they want their jewelry back. Okay.
Yep.
I knew it was something. I knew you were one of the like part of the original conversation, Tori. So I'm glad I got that right. Okay. Let's show this is the one Wendy just sent me.
I'm sorry, y'all. What is that?
What is this? What is this? What is this? Who did this?
It
Who
looks
did
like a crab, like on a beach.
it does look like a crab. It does. And it's two different rings. It's
Yeah.
it's a but this ring right here, why does it look the way that it does? Like why is this part sitting up so high? What is happening? I have questions. I have questions.
Sherry's just dying over here.
At least, yes, as Amy said, it's amazing how the only nice thing we can say about these are at least it's not the worst.
I can't say that about this one though.
This one's, I don't know, this might be in the top 10 worst like
Mhm.
BP rings.
And they were raving about it. I'm offended.
None of this is good. Like none I would not wear this. Maybe because I do love the color black and I wear a lot of it. Maybe the top with something else, but the bottom is just I don't like this red stone with the black
No.
onyx. I don't like this this red piece of what did we decide it was? Epoxy resin with these stones. I don't like it. It's a no for me. It looks like a jelly bean. It
It looks like
looks
a red gusher. Like, oh, yeah. As soon as I saw that, like that was my second attempt to get a picture. I'm sorry I couldn't get it straight on, but yeah, I was just like, what the hell, guys?
Mary's really good too. She does it super fast when she shows it. So you have to be super quick to get pictures because she's fast and
Mhm.
she's like she shows it and then it's done. And
Especially
she doesn't go back.
no, especially like she won't say anything is ugly, you know. But if she thinks that it's ugly, she speeds through it a little quicker, you know?
Mhm.
I've definitely noticed that. Sunny D actually will say straight up like, "Hey, I'm sorry I got you this one. This one's
Mhm.
ugly," you know? Um, oh, this one. I feel like it wouldn't be terrible if made by an actual jewelry designer.
Yes. And I can never tell, me personally, if the stones like, if it's the ring cone that's the issue or if it's the ring, because like, it gaps here, but it doesn't gap
Yeah.
on this side, and so the question it's like, is the ring bent and we just don't see it from our angle, or is it the ring cone? I mean, I know a ring cone is not the same shape as a finger, I know that, but it sits awkwardly on the ring cone, which makes me have questions of how is it gonna sit on somebody's hand. I do not like the yellow stone, the yellowy I don't like this color stone personally, and I don't
No.
like it on the rose gold.
Yeah, the color combo is a choice. Um, but yeah, that left stone, it looks like that stone itself, like that whole setting is angled out. And that's
Mhm,
just a sign of like poor quality because if you can't even like set that straight, then like what are you doing here? But it's costume jewelry. So like
mhm.
on one hand, it's costume jewelry, you know.
Yeah,
But on the other hand, you're still paying for something that they're saying is worth at least $100.
$100. Mhm, and you you don't get a choice. You choose the cube, some reps let you choose the cube, not all reps.
Mhm.
And that's it. You don't it's not like if you go into a store and say, "Oh, I'm wearing an outfit that's green. I want a green ring. You don't get that choice. And some people buy over and over and over and over again to find the one piece that they want. I saw a woman doing it in Mother Mary's Live with a birthday collection, and this woman said, "I maxed out my credit card. I can't buy any more jewelry," after she bought like 5 or 8 different pieces.
Mhm.
And that's the part of the gambling aspect of this is she wanted one specific piece. So she kept going in to get the piece. Well, what do you think happens when you start buying, when there are a limited amount of styles in a birthday collection? She started getting dupes or duplicates. So she had multiples of things that she didn't want, but she still didn't have the one thing that she wanted.
Mhm.
So it's, spending all this money, just go buy what you want from the beginning.
I really wanna do a comparison between Bomb Party and K Jewelers, and I know it's a weird hill that I'm on right now, but I'm stuck there. But it's like K Jewelers has a lot of similar pieces to Bomb Party, and
Mhm.
so if you do like some of these pieces, you can find something very similar, you know? So,
Mhm. And somebody even said, like, going to Kohl's,
yeah,
it's similar, and they're like, "Just go buy what you want." Like, just go buy what you want.
this definitely has, like, J.C. Penney kind of vibes, you know?
Mhm. So we talked about a go-go unicorn. This is a go-go unicorn. It was an older stone. It was an older setting that people really wanted. That I call this the toothpaste stone because to me it looks like a blob of toothpaste. And the middle piece, this middle stone piece comes
That's not
out.
sit straight. That's crooked.
You're right. It is crooked. Holy shit. I didn't It is crooked. But this middle piece comes out and it has the enhancer on the outside. And it's been a popular, you can obviously you see it's the RBP number is their product number 2160. They're now in the 8 and 9,000s. So this is definitely an older style ring that either they found in the warehouse or they're having it made again. But this is what a go-go unicorn looks like. It's not a unicorn, it's not one of 100, one of 350. It's just the name of it is the go-go unicorn. And the center stone does come in different stones, but
I saw a worse one. I saw a worse go-go. It was yellow gold
mm.
with the milky white stone.
Oh,
Yep. You know which
no.
one.
Mm, mm,
Yep.
mm, mm.
So, this one, I mean, it's still crooked as fuck, but I'll I'd rather have toothpaste than the other one.
Let me see. Oh, I think I have more here. Yeah. But uh, I don't know. Like, let's see. Okay, so this ring was 1999.
Mhm.
The person paid 1999 for it. Would you be mad if you bought a ring and paid 1999 for it and it had a crooked stone? I'm asking live chat because I'm just curious. Like,
I'd
do
be
you know?
disappointed for $20. For 158, I'd be pissed.
That was my favorite show as a kid, just saying. So,
Mhm.
yeah. I'd be upset. I'd be upset that it was, you know, that I paid $20 for something A that looks like this, looks like toothpaste, and B that has a stone that's very obviously crooked.
Right.
Let's see what other beautimous things we have here.
There's a jeweler that I follow on TikTok. She's based in New York City, and that's so tempting, being that close to New York City now. I
Mhm.
so wanna meet her and be like, "Can you, like, rate some of this jewelry for me?"
Just look at it. Oh, okay. Hold on. I've got more.
Accessities has a great point that I didn't think of. 100% because it's not advertised as a $20 ring. It's advertised as a $20 chance for something better. Yeah, that's a good point.
I forget all the ugly jewelry that I take screenshots of, y'all. Going through my camera roll, I'm like, oh, okay. Let's pick this one too. Because this is one of the things I wanted to share and talk about. I haven't done the math yet, but I'm going to.
Oh, I got to show you this one too. If we want to talk about crooked stones.
So Wendy and I are thinking about side note, squirrel trail. Wendy and I are thinking about doing I am volunteering myself, a Christmas stream. So if anyone
Yes, if you
is
want to join, absolutely.
yes, if anyone is not doing anything on Christmas Day, we will probably be streaming
Yes.
because not everybody celebrates in a big way. Okay. We're just going to start going through these. And not all of them are rings, so bear with us. All right. This is a stack. So this is what the new stack bracelets look like. Oh, yay. And go follow Callie if you don't follow
Yay.
her. And if you would, she does gaming streams that are super chill and laid back. If you want a gaming stream to watch on Christmas, she's also going to stream as well.
Yes, we like having a community, whether it's with family, friends, us, just happy to join, you know?
Yep. And give all. So I know some people like to have, people to talk to or they want to have something to watch and stay distracted and busy. So we'll be here. This is a stack. These are all connected in the back by a pulley system. It has a little, I'm not getting up to get mine. Yes, I do have BP jewelry. It's honestly sitting in a little tiny coffin, which I think
Where
is
it
so
should be.
perfect. Yes, all of my BP jewelry that's been gifted to me is sitting in a little bejeweled coffin up on my shelf. But this is, obviously this is something that people are paying $44.99, right? Am I right on that price for stacks?
39
$44.
on you.
Howdy. Hi. I'm
Hey,
so happy
Lucy.
to see you. We're talking about ugly jewelry. But this is what we're seeing. You see this, I don't like the yellow stones. I'm sorry. I'm gonna come back to. I do not like the yellow stones. Their version of mixed metals is awful, in my opinion. And the gold is horrible. I would be pissed if I spent $40 for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to show y'all. This is what I was talking about when I was talking about inventory. I told Wendy, I'm going to calculate how much inventory, like what the value of this inventory is,
Mhm.
but I wanted y'all to see. So
I
each
think
one
I
of
have a better picture.
you do.
I might be in her Facebook group.
You maybe. So each one of these is a sleeve. In a sleeve are, 5 cubes fits in a sleeve. Each of those we're going to ballpark. I'm going to low ballpark and say it's OGs, which I think all of this shelf is this shelf is OGs on the middle shelf of rings. The one above it is, I think, birthday collections, because you see how the boxes are color coded. I think those are the birthday collections. And then I'm not sure if the ones on the bottom are sterlings, which is, how much are sterlings now? 36, 35?
36.95.
So $36, I'm just going to round. $36 for sterlings per
I have a
piece.
much better picture for you without the
DC
chair.
said we match. Your headphones are in the same color family as my hat. We
I
do.
love it.
Unscheduled coordinating. So if those boxes has 5 cubes in it, each box is $100.
There you go. I
And
sent you a better picture, and it's more stacked up.
okay. Please hold. Oh, yep. Okay. Let me drop this. Okay, here we go. This is a good one. This is a good one. She has not. Cassosity said, has the almighty Lillian addressed the TikTok concerns? I have not heard anything about her addressing the TikTok issue. I don't know. If you watched last Sunday's stream, before I got on, watched Emily D. Baker, and she is a legal analyst, you know, educated, all that stuff. I follow her because she provides factual information. And this was before the Supreme Court had said they were going to look into it. I don't know. Lillian hasn't said anything. Not all reps are on TikTok, but TikTok is definitely the biggest platform, in my opinion, that reps use. Some do Facebook. I have not seen anybody on Instagram Live, but a lot of reps are starting to push people definitely towards their groups. They're like VIP groups, which are mostly, if not all, on Facebook. I don't know. A lot of reps have said, you hear different things. Some reps are like, it's not going anywhere. Some reps are like, well, find me on my VIP page. And some reps just aren't even talking about it at all. So, but Lillian has not addressed it. I don't know if she will. It depends if the money keeps flowing in and reps keep purchasing collections, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the picture Wendy sent me. This is perfection when it talks. Oh yeah, extremely. So this is a better picture. All of these, let's start at the top left. These actually, if you're looking at the very top row, these little boxes that are black and white are men's rings. They came out, I want to say last spring-ish. So they've been around for a while. It's an older collection. Moving down to the next row, these look like birthday collections. So this looks like January, February, and March. The birthday collections from this year. I believe, what's the price on the birthday collections? I can't remember. It just changed.
$24.95. Here, give me a second, and
Okay.
I'll get some numbers. But you can
So
keep going.
birthday collection rings are more than OGs. So $24.95, 25 times 5 is what? $125. So each one of these boxes is $125. That's what the rep pays for them, for each specific box. And then it kind of works how they'll get their commission off of it.
Birthday is $24.95.
So 25. So 125 per box for each of these.
Mm-hmm.
And then go ahead.
Do you want me to go over the prices or just as we go?
Yeah, no, just go ahead. And then we can always.
This is what I have so far. Sterling Club $36.95.
So Sterling Club are these boxes down here with the black circles on them. Those are Sterling collections. Those are guaranteed 925 solid sterling silver.
Mm-hmm. OGs are $19.95.
So those are going to be these colored boxes right here with the white and the yellow and the green and the red and the white and the pink. That's what those are.
Previous birthday collection, so like the mixes are $19.95.
Okay. So probably some of these lower, maybe down here, would be older collections. I'm not sure.
Men's timeless are $39.95.
So
I didn't realize they were that expensive.
I didn't either. So the tiny boxes up top are $40 a piece.
Lux bands, the rings are $39.95.
What boxes were Lux bands? Oh, I remember Lux bands. Okay, I remember those.
They're hidden. Like if you see all the way on the right bottom in the back.
Down here in the back. Okay.
Yeah.
So also, so you guys know, these these small boxes. There's the yellow and the dark green and the black and all those. Those are earring collection. So those are earrings. If you go up a shelf, these are necklaces. So you've got OG necklaces, a birthday collection, a birthday collection. This black label one right here is a solid sterling necklace, and then other birthday collections here. Going up, more birthday collections. These are mental health. And I think this one in the back.
Collection for causes are $39.95.
So $40 each for each one of these little boxes. They look like the lymphoma and the mental health collection. These are Luxe Layer Spring Edition.
Yes.
Market Fresh.
I don't have a price for those. I'm on a reps page, so it's what they have.
Market Fresh is this little box that looks like a basket.
I believe those were $39.95, if I'm not mistaken.
More stacks. These are spring stacks from spring of 2023.
Those are $39.95.
Pendants.
Pendants were $44.95.
So $45 for these little pink boxes up on the top. I don't know what this. I don't know what this one is. This box right here.
I don't remember.
I can't remember, but these are more Luxe Layers.
It might be a Simply set.
Oh, you're right. It might be a Simply set. So all of this inventory, you could like the numbers that I was obviously that Wendy and I are talking about. This is a lot of inventory. And if you're new and you don't know, reps have to purchase this inventory to be able to sell the inventory. So they purchase it. They have a BP wallet. Once they sell the items, BP puts money into their wallet. Then they can either take the money out of their wallet and use it for whatever they see fit, or they can use their wallet to purchase new collections. So when you'll see a lot of times, and what we see is when a new collection starts to come out, you'll see reps ramping up and doing a lot of business because they want to increase what's in their wallet so they can then turn around and order new collections. If they do it that way, then they're not out money out of their pocket. It's just out of their wallet. But some reps don't have that luxury of being able to sell and kind of keep that cycle going of selling enough to order a new collection. And not all, like I said earlier, not all new collections they get to see. Sometimes they just have to blindly go in and order a collection and hope that they like it and hope they get enough and hope that it all sells.
Yeah. Isn't Jules like pre-ordered all the way up to June or July?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So a lot, reps can order birthday collections early, like I was talking about, but some reps have already ordered up until they can't order anymore. Like they've ordered all of the available birthday collections that are available. And I don't know if it's capped for the pre-order like that. I don't think it's capped. Most times when they have a collection, it's a capped launch. So the reps only get a certain number of pieces. They don't get whatever they want to order. I don't know if it's the same when they get to order birthday collections ahead of time. The game's jewelry and pretty princesses is way nice. Yeah.
It's way nicer. Yep.
It is. So this is a lot of inventory that Sunny's sitting on. And not all reps can do this.
She buys weekly too.
Okay.
Yeah. She says she buys every week.
And
so every week she gets new stuff in.
I know she also said that she watches the rep to rep pages and like Facebook groups and goes in to buy some of those older collections, those vintage collections that we've talked about that have been released previously. People love the vintage collections. It's like they don't sell out when they're available and people sit on them, and then a year later or 6 or 9 months later I'll answer this question because I know the answer. And I don't remember what I was saying.
With the vintage collections.
They'll buy these vintage collections and then they'll open them up to their customers, and the customers sometimes go wild for them. It's like, oh, you've got a collection from a year ago. I want it, when it wouldn't even sell then. So it's kind of this weird in my opinion, it's this weird like mind game of just sit on the inventory because somebody will eventually want it because it's not available anymore. It's like the FOMO of, well, you didn't get it then and there's only like 5 pieces, so I have to have it now.
Right.
If a rep decides they don't want to spend the money on a pre-order collection, there's a 20% fee deducted off of it. So they still have that 20% that they have to pay, that they're expected to pay. Which, like, Lillian's still going to sell it.
Mhm.
So she's just making money off of it and other people, in my
She's
opinion.
just punishing you and profiting off of it, you know? Hey,
Yeah.
Stephanie.
She's just hoping that, it's like for her not to for BP to not do any work and a rep to pull the plug and say, I don't want to order this collection. BP's made 20%. So she's going to make her money regardless. And
Mhm.
it's yucky. That's my picture. Okay, here's another picture of a ring from Mary. And
I
people were
sent you a
getting,
picture from Wolfie too.
and Mary's gotten
Oh,
really good
no.
about she will, and Mary's not my favorite. She's just an easy watch. So, like I said, this is what y'all get from me is lots of Mother Mary content today. This is another ring that people have been hunting for, like the 2424 and the Go-Go. The RBP 2424 is a really popular ring as well. It has it looks very similar to this ring. It's a statement ring. Some people want to collect it. Uh, So this is just a ring that people were going wild for.
It looks like gumball machine jewelry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Cal said, so it would make reps go, well, I'll stay until I finish my pre-orders or else I lose that money. Yes.
Mhm.
Let me find it and I will show it. Give me just a second and I will. Amy said, why? I don't know. A panic button ring,
Yes.
a candy ring. It doesn't, it's just, and then hold on. I think I have another, that's the one okay. This is another picture of the same ring from a different angle. But look how neon pink that stone looks. Like, look how bright.
Well, also, I'm pointing at the screen like y'all can see what I'm pointing at. But around the edge on the left side, you see how it's like much lighter, like that white line? That looks like a
Mm.
seam of like they just like glued some shit together.
Yes. Yes. I had to look to see it. Oh, this
Mhm.
one is a bad one. This one is bad. Okay. Let's look at this one. This is the one Stephanie sent me that I totally forgot. Okay, prepare yourselves now, friends. Mhm. Ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, what the fuck?
That was exactly. Hold on, word for word. Word for word. I will tell you what I said. I said, "Holy fuck." And that was it.
Oh
Oh,
no.
okay. Let me look. I don't know what this is. Anything you wear is gonna get, like, clothing-wise, is gonna get snagged on this.
Cassosity said it's a face hugger.
Okay, let's see. What is
It's just
that?
looking like some BDSM like leather stuff.
Okay. Y'all think that one is bad.
Oh no.
Okay. Let me wait for that. Sorry if y'all can hear my airdrop too, by the way. Okay.
Amy. Right.
Y'all are making me laugh.
Stephanie said it gets worse. How does it get worse?
It does get worse. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this picture over. I need to get a setup like DC has where I have like multiple monitors and it's just like I'm just moving stuff around. I'm not there yet.
Right.
Okay, are y'all ready for this one? All right. Let me find the picture. Do y'all want me to do a countdown or is it more fun when I count down or is it more fun when it's
No,
just like jump
we just
scare?
gotta jump in. We just gotta jump in. Oh no.
Yes, Andy's
Like,
Web. It looks like they were trying to replicate the North Star. It's a Bible reference. If you aren't religious, it's a Bible reference for sure.
oh
It looks
no.
and it looks like a quilt pattern and not in a good way. Yes. Definitely jump scare.
Emerald is my favorite and they ruined it.
I'm sorry, Wendy.
Like, it is
Now
so
it's
cloudy. It's on this monstrosity. Like, now it's infected. It's an infected face hugger.
it is. But like it's yes, it's foggy.
Yeah.
The stones, like why did they not just pick with one like green and gold and CZ? Emerald and stone and ZZ. Like why did they have to add the black onyx? What does it add to it?
Black onyx on yellow gold. I just don't know. I don't like it.
Andy's Web wins.
Yep.
Andy's Web wins. The poor turtle has just been
Mhm.
it's a distraction. But how much is anything like and it may sit flush with the skin. However, I could just imagine things getting stuck. Oh, my hair. I could just imagine my hair getting stuck on that and it just making me rage.
Mhm.
Like wrapped around those little
Yeah, I think this one absolutely takes the cake for the worst ring we've seen so far. Like, congrats, Stephanie.
Are
I
we
don't have a
mark
prize, but
yeah, no way it would be comfortable. Rip.
no.
Rip. That's all we're saying. Rip.
Yep. To your sweaters, to your hair.
To Wendy's love for Emerald, just kidding.
Yes.
That will never die,
My
but that will
soul.
never end. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. What are we doing? Lillian, what are we doing? I can't tell if I'm gonna sneeze again. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not mute myself before I sneezed. Holy crap. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Don't apologize for that. Apologize for putting that thing on the screen. I'm kidding. Oh, Sherry, I refuse to wear pantyhose, but oh god, that'd be awful with that ring.
Damn it. I'm so sorry. We're just going off the rails here.
You're allergic to this bullshit jewelry.
I am. I'm allergic to BP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's one too. Here's another one. What is this? What is this? What is this?
Sideways elevator buttons?
I've seen them now in blue. I've seen
Yep.
them in now
I've seen it in white.
white. I don't know if I've seen it in bug. It looks like bug eyes. It does look like bug.
Yes. Like when you're trying to shoo a fly out the window and it's like staring at you like but Jason.
Pickle Knits, you win. Pickle Knits wins. Like that's what this is. It is butt cheeks eating a thong.
Yep.
That's what it is.
And it's hungry.
Yep.
Oh, bra.
It could, yeah. It does. It does. If they wanted it to be like a nice set, it could have this. It could have a band on the bottom. But what do we know? We're not. We're not Lillian. The whale tail.
It
Now
literally
you're
looks like
taking me back to like early 2000s. If you know, you know, friends.
Yes. But like it looks like such a shitty resin pour because like you see like the overall color, but you see like the white streaks through it.
Yeah.
You like jump rope.
Bro. I mean, and
You're
it's
not wrong.
I can't tell if they're trying to add sparkle to it. Like if they're trying to
Right.
like if this is like the opals where they try to add that like iridescent flakes in there. It's Mary. We're talking about Mother Mary. I don't think she likes this one, so I don't think she took
Yeah.
the time to
No.
like it was very much a like throw it on the ring cone situation.
Hopefully they don't see it, you know?
Picklenit said it's cute that you think they're putting thought into it. I know. I would assume that they would put thought into it, but it's probably more of a just make a whole bunch situation and whatever they get, whatever they get. Which reminds me, I haven't looked up their import records lately, which would be a very interesting thing for me to do after I get off stream. So I need to do
Yes.
that and see what they're importing
Maybe for
recently.
Christmas stream.
Ooh, yes. I think I will do that on for the Christmas stream.
Sweet.
Is there anything specific if you guys are going to watch on Christmas that y'all want to see? Asking the audience, polling the audience. Or they are so I don't think they match. I don't think they were intended to match. I think that they're maybe if the top had been moved a little bit. Oh, conspiracy theories. Okay, we'll do conspiracy theories on that will be a fun Christmas stream to
Yes.
do conspiracy theories, and I'll load up a whole album of jewelry so we can take some breaks. But so I don't really have any other things today to show. I know we just wanted to pop on and talk a little bit about this past week. Things I'm glad I didn't get for Christmas. That's what I'm going to title the album is things
Yes.
I'm glad I didn't get for Christmas. I mean, make a note in my phone cuz that'll be perfect. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to like if y'all have not seen Savannah Marie's
Yes.
countdown video, MLM fails video, go watch it. DC and I are in it. I was so excited when I got tagged in it yesterday. She does do a quick little like segment about BP. It's and Winifred. It's great. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Otherwise, we will be here on Christmas. If you guys don't have plans, come hang out with us. We'll talk about conspiracy theories and ugly jewelry. Wendy, what do you have to say before we say our goodbyes?
Nothing much. I was supposed to do an edited video and then life just kind of happened. But we'll get that out soon. So
Yep. As always, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Live chat, you're amazing. Replay crew, we love you guys too. Thank you for hanging out. We will see you on Christmas with conspiracy theories and ugly jewelry. Hope you guys if we don't see you before then, have happy holidays. And we will see you very, very soon. Right? Bye,
bye.
friends.